time session is so at 7:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. guys. Every day 1.5 hour required. Okay, 45 day sessions required, and live code we will discuss here. Okay, live code only I will develop, and I will share material for every topic related, and programs also sharing to you. Okay, end of the days by combining all the topics, projects also we will do it, guys. Clear that? So in this total Python full stack batch, we are going to learn about the what? So one language. Okay. So Python full stack. That's why Python language we are discussing here. If it is a Java full stack, then Java language related discussing, guys. Okay. So in this Python core Python and advanced Python there. So this one already we completed, guys. Okay. Now one framework required to learn, guys. So we have Django framework, where D is silent. That's why people are calling like Django framework, Django, or else you can also call as D Django, no problem. Got it? So when we are learning about this Django framework, as a part of this framework, REST API also we can learn, guys. REST API. Okay. So Python related framework, Django and Flask, any one you can learn. Both also you can learn. So in the real time, most of the companies are using this Django framework. That's why all the learners giving first priority to this Django framework after learning the Python. Okay, na? So after learning the Python, several courses we can learn, guys. Okay, several courses like data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning, robotics, DevOps, Azure. Like so many are there. Why required to learn this Django framework means if your requirement is you want to becoming like a web developer. If you want to be becoming like a web developer, then you can choose Django framework. Using Django framework, we can design the web applications along with Python with Django framework, guys. So web application means like YouTube application, Facebook, Swiggy, Zomato. These all things are comes under web applications. Clear that? Okay, in this Django framework, guys, database related also we are discussing. So MySQL we are discussing, guys, and also MongoDB we can do it. Okay, Django with MySQL, Django with MongoDB. So what is the difference between MySQL and MongoDB? These all things we will discuss later. And next, UI technologies also we are discussing, guys. So in this HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, like these all things, whatever the presentation related logics required. Okay, when we are learning this Django framework, those all things I will take care, guys. Got it? And if you are having a free time, if you are having a free time at evening 5:30 p.m., evening 5:30 p.m., a new UI batch, guys, for UI technologies, a new batch starting yesterday. Okay, so you can join that batch and you can get the more depth knowledge related to these UI technologies. Clear that? Yes. So that's about this course, guys. So now we will discuss about this Django framework. We will discuss about this Django framework, guys. So why this Django framework is getting demanding, guys? Why this Django framework nowadays getting demanding? Okay, means if we want to building a highly scalable web applications, guys, if we want to building highly scalable web applications with a constantly growing audience, guys, with a constantly growing audience, then Django is one of the most popular web framework. Django is one of the most popular web framework of Python language, guys. Using this Python language, we can design the applications with a highly scalable and constantly growing, guys. Okay, so the framework is more clear and simple, guys. Django framework is more clear and simple, fast and reliable, flexible and scalable. Django framework is a clear and simple framework, fast and reliable framework, and flexible and scalable framework, guys. That's why Django has getting more demanding nowadays. And also, guys, Django has a huge loyal contributing community. Okay, Django has a huge community support there, guys. So when we are working with the Django, so sometimes we are getting problems. So our problems related solutions also we are getting huge community there, guys. Okay, multiple people are working on this community and they are providing the solutions to the developers. Okay, so and also continuously different new features also developing by this Django team, guys. Django team. So then we are getting a lot of advantages. We can develop the applications more easily. Okay, for example, Stack Overflow site you can take it. When we are working with projects, guys, when we are doing the project, sometimes we are getting problems. Then those problems related solutions we can get from the Stack Overflow site. Okay, almost lot of times we can get there. And also, guys, using Django framework along with Python, so more than 1 lakhs of applications are designed, guys. More than 1 lakhs of applications are designed. So some toppest companies names yesterday we discussed, guys. Okay, so one of the biggest application is Disqus, guys. Disqus, one of the biggest application which is completely developing by Django framework from starting onwards. From starting onwards, guys. And YouTube also designed by the Django framework. So how much popular YouTube application? All people knows, guys. Every day we are using YouTube. Okay, without without opening YouTube, maybe our day is not completing. Our day is not completing, guys. Am I right? So YouTube, Instagram, also designed by Django framework, Python with Django, guys. And National Geographic app, National Geographic website, and Washington website. Okay, so news channel related Washington newspaper there. So that one, like several popular applications, guys. One more Mozilla. Okay, one more Mozilla, eBay. These all things are designed by Python with Django framework, guys. Because of its flexibility and scalability, guys. Okay, and fast and reliable, clear and simple coding. This Django is getting demanding. Clear that, everyone? Yes. Now, so we will start about the concept related, guys, slowly. So before going to discussing about this framework, guys, first of all the people required to know what is the program, what is the program, and what is software, guys. What is the program? What is the software? Come on, let me know what is program. A program is a collection of instructions, guys. A program is nothing but set of instructions. So a program is a specific set of ordered operations for a computer to perform the task, guys. Okay. Uh, Simply a program is a set of a program is a set of instructions. A program is a set of instructions to operating the computer, guys. Using these all instructions, so we can operate the computer to performing the particular task. A program is a set of instructions to perform to perform a task to perform a task, guys. Hmm. What is software? What is software? Software is nothing but collection of programs, guys. Where each program having its own behavior, where each program having its own behavior and performing the particular task. So collection of programs are comes under the software, guys. Simply, software is a collection of programs. Software is a collection of programs where where each program can perform perform a task, guys. Where each program can perform a task. Okay, na? So using these softwares, users interacting with computers, guys, and they will get the actions. They will get the result. Okay, they will get the result. For example, if you are taking a calculator software, guys, if you are taking a calculator software, for example, take calculator software. So in this calculator software, guys, so one addition.py, okay, one addition program, one subtraction related program, one multiplication related program, okay, like several programs we are creating, where each program having its own instructions, and by combining all the programs, so we can make it calculator software. Okay, in our Django, I will show you how we are designing the calculator software also. Got it? So here, simply you can design the addition related program here, subtraction related program here, division related, multiplication related. Okay, so all are separate programs. These all programs we can group together and give you a name like calculator.py. So this is a calculator related program, guys. In this calculator, we can do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, all operations we can do it. Clear that? So why software? Why require software, sir? Okay. So softwares why required means if we want to communicate with electronic device, guys, as a human being, if we want to communicate with electronic devices and to execute something actions, guys, then software is required. Software is required, and the software is also required for making the communication between one electronic device with another electronic device, guys. One electronic device with another electronic device communication purpose, software is required. For example, if you are taking a TV, guys, and TV remote, TV screen and TV remote there. Using the remote, guys, we can interacting with TV. So remote is one electronic device, TV is another electronic device. Both are communicating. How means using the software. Because of these softwares, guys, you as a human being, guys, we are getting a lot of benefits in human being lives. Regularly, softwares we are using, guys. A number of softwares we are using. Okay, that's why human being life is getting more easy nowadays, guys. Clear? Yes, remember that. Next, introduction, guys. Introduction to framework. About the framework, some introduction we will discuss, guys. First of all, what is a framework? Okay, framework is also a software. Framework is also a software which is used to create the dynamic website, guys. Framework is also a software and which is used to develop which is used to develop or which is used to develop the dynamic dynamic websites more dynamic websites more easily and with less time, guys. Okay, compared to the pure language related frameworks, if you are using to developing the web application more easily and with less time, with less cost, we can design the dynamic websites. Okay, more easily and with less time, with less cost, guys. With less cost, we can develop the best product. Okay, so that is about the framework, guys. That is about the framework. Framework is a collection of classes, guys. Framework contains collection of classes and APIs. API stands for Application Programming Interface. API, Application Programming Interface, guys. So because of this API, guys, one application to another application, we can make the communication via the API, guys. Okay, and we can transmitting the data from one device to another device, and we can get the response also from device to device, guys. So a framework is a collection of classes and APIs which are having the predefined code, guys. Which are having the predefined code. For example, some built-in classes there. Those classes contains some predefined code. Without writing those all code, we can use those classes whenever we want for developing our web application. Understanding? And also same like APIs, guys. So APIs are ready-madely developed. We can use those APIs and we can get a lot of benefits. You know? So yes, framework is a collection of classes and APIs. API stands for application, guys. Application programming interface. Application programming interface, guys. Which which are uh, which are having which are having predefined code, guys. Framework is a collection of classes and APIs which are having the predefined code to performing particular task, guys, or else which are having the predefined code. So whenever we want, we can use this code, guys. Whenever we want, we can use these classes and APIs. We can get those benefits. Okay. So next, frameworks, guys. Frameworks are used to solve. Framework are used to solve the user problems, guys. Frameworks are used to solve our problems. Frameworks are used to solve our problems when we face at the time of developing the web applications, guys. Frameworks are used to solve our problems when we are facing at the time of developing the applications. Okay, when we are facing when we are facing at the time of developing we are facing at the time of developing web applications, guys. Clear that? Frameworks are used to solve our problems whenever we are facing at the time of developing the web applications, guys. So sometimes when we are developing the applications, we are getting some problems, guys. Okay, we are getting some problems. Those problems more easily we can solve using our Django framework, guys. Simply using framework, using frameworks, any framework. Multiple framework there, Flask framework, Django framework, Java related frameworks, .NET related frameworks. So all frameworks behavior is same, guys. Okay. So framework is mainly aimed to develop the dynamic web applications. Okay, with less time, with within the less time with less lines of code, guys. Frameworks are mainly aimed to develop the web applications as well as static applications also within the less time with less cost. We can design, guys. So less lines you are writing means readability increasing, complexity decreasing. Okay, time saving, guys. Cost of the project saving, performance of the application increasing. So like several benefits we are getting. Okay. So advantage of Django framework later separately we will discuss, guys. Clear that about the framework. So if we want to developing, guys, if we want to develop any application, guys, if we want to developing any applications, then we required, guys, we required any one language, and its framework, guys. Any one language and its a framework. So we have the several languages and language related frameworks, guys. Language related frameworks we have, guys. Okay. So here we have Java language, guys. We have Java language. So Java related here, Spring, Spring Boot, Hibernate. Okay. So Hibernate, guys. Mm. Hibernate framework, like several framework there. So Java language means core Java, guys. Core Java learning, and then advanced Java there, Spring, Hibernate, Spring Boot, microservices, like several courses there in Java side, guys. So if you are choosing the Python language, so Python side, Django framework or Flask framework, like several framework there. Any one framework we require to learn, guys. And if you are taking the .NET, guys, so .NET side language is a C sharp language, guys. C sharp. Okay, C sharp is the basic coding fundamentals teaching. So here ASP ASP.NET and MVC framework, like several frameworks there. Okay, web APIs, like all things. So people can learn any one. Understanding? So any one language you can choose, and its a framework you can choose. So here already you guys choose Python language. That's why Python related framework Django can choose. So Flask also you can choose. Compared to the Flask, Django is getting more demanding in the industry. So 90% of the projects people are developing using Django compared to the Flask, guys. So that's why in our resume, if we are adding along with Python, Django is a framework, then we may get not may. So definitely we will get more interview calls, guys, more opportunities there. So if you are having time, you can also learn this Flask and you can add this one also, Python, Django, Flask. Then so more benefits you will get it. Okay, and it is a lightweight framework, guys. It's a heavyweight framework. So for developing the big applications, guys, Django framework people are using. For developing the small applications, Flask framework people are using. So one day I'll tell about the Flask introduction also. Clear, everybody so far? So Python we chose it already. Now we are going to be discussing about the Django framework, guys. Django framework. Now, what is Django, guys? What is Django? So Django is a framework. Django is a framework, guys. And Django is a server-side web application. Server-side web application development framework, which is purely written in Python, guys. A Django is a server-side web application development framework, which is purely written in Python. Django framework completely written in Python, guys. Django is a web framework of Python language, which is used to create the web applications. Django contains the tons of packages. Django contains the tons of packages. Using those packages, we can develop the applications more easily, guys. Okay? And Django follows dry principle, guys. Dry means don't repeat yourself, guys. DRY means don't repeat yourself. Principle. Okay, it means, guys, again and again we are not writing the coding, guys. Reusability functionality is there, guys. Reusability functionality there in Django framework. So Django having its own architecture. After discussing the architecture, you will understanding this drive principle behavior, guys. Okay, one time we are writing, for example, separately we are writing here database related logics, guys. DB related logics we are writing here simply in Django. So for one project, multiple applications we can do, guys. So this is a application one. This is application two. For application one, this database related logics I'm using for app one. For application two, no need to develop the database related logics. The same database related logics only we can use. Okay, reusability, guys. Reusability purpose. One time we can design and n number of times we can use using the Django architecture. Clear that? Yes. So 1 or 2 points I'll give you here. Django is a Django is a pure Python. Django is a pure Python language web framework, guys. Django is a pure Python language web framework because the Django framework is developed by pure Python language only. The Django framework is developed by Python language only. Okay, using the Python language only developing it. So Django is a server side. Django is a server side web application development framework, guys. Django is a server side web application development framework which is written in Python language. Okay? So server side logics, if we want to be developing, then using Django framework, we can do it, guys. That's why Django is a server side web application development framework. Django is a server side web application development framework, which is purely written in Python language. Okay. So Django follows drive principle. Django follows a drive principle. Drive means don't repeat yourself, guys. Don't don't repeat, guys. Don't repeat yourself. Okay. So simply duplicate code not creating. So uniquely we can maintain and we can reuse, guys. So Django follows don't repeat yourself principle and developing the code. Okay, and developing code more reusable. Developing code with more reusability, guys. With more reusability. More reusability purpose. Clear that? So Django contains, guys, huge number of packages. Using those packages, we are getting lot of benefits. Using those packages, we are getting lot of benefits. Okay. So Django is a if we want to be developing highly scalable applications, then we can use Django, guys, because of its easy and simple nature and reliable nature and flexibility nature. We can choose Django framework for developing our web applications. Clear that? Okay, and Django features there, guys. I will take care separately all the Django features. Okay, just I given what is Django if anyone asking. Django is a server-side web application development related framework, which is purely designed by using the Python language only. So that's why all Python standards only we are following the Django, guys. Using Django, we can developing the web applications within the less time, with less cost, and with a high productivity we can design, guys. And using the Django, more reusability we can get because of following the drive principle. So reusability principles following, guys. Like you can tell. Okay, no? Yes. Now, history, guys. History of Python. Come on, let me know who is the author of Python. Who is the author of Python? Are you remembering or forgetting? We are learning Python. So yes, Guido van Rossum. Okay. So author of the Python, Guido van Rossum, guys. When implementation started in 1989 and when released to public in 1991. Got it? So he's a mathematical scientist. He worked in Netherlands, guys. Okay, CWI Institute there. So there he worked. So now this Guido van Rossum working in disused companies, guys. Okay, so some histories we discussed, guys. Different types of versions there. Python 1x version, 2x version, 3x version. Nowadays in the industry, only 3x version people are using, 1 and 2 not using. Like these all things we discussed. So now here, study of Django, guys, not Python. Sorry, study of Django we are discussing. Okay, already Python is sir. So we are not discussing again Python related. In Python, functions how we are writing, what are the data types there? Okay, each data type related, variables how creating, loops how creating, while loops how creating, exceptions handling related, file handling related, all together we discussed, guys. Those all concepts we can use in this Django according to Django architecture. Yes. So now here, history of Django means where Django designed, why designed, who designed, when designed. Okay, these points are required first of all. Why, who, when, where. Got it? Yes. So Django started as an internal project in Lawrence Journal World Newspaper Organization in the year 2003, guys. Django is developed in the year 2003, guys. 2003. Okay. Python introduced okay in 1991, but Django designed in 2003, guys. 2003. So Lawrence Journal World Newspaper Organization, one newspaper company there, guys. One newspaper channel company there, which name is Lawrence Journal World Newspaper Organization. In this company, our Django authors are working as a developers, guys, as a web developers, as a web developers. So those people designed this Django framework for this company internal purpose. So guys, projects two types there, guys. Internal projects and the client projects like that. Internal projects means for that company purpose only using. For example, TCS company there. So internal project they are designing. Okay, you can take it like attendance management system. Attendance management system. So they designed their own application, and later all the TCS employees by following that attendance management system, so they are giving the attendance, guys. Okay, so they are counting the attendance at which time, at what time employee entered into the company, at what time come out of the company. Okay, so going outside company, like in break time, how many hours employee taking gap. So like these all things counting by attendance management system, guys. Okay. So sometimes they are developing the outside product. For example, Indian government, you can take it, income tax application, Infosys company developed, guys. So Infosys company developed income tax related app, okay, website, ITR return related, guys. So that application using by government of India. So that is outside project, client side project. Okay. So for TCS client is Indian government. So and Infosys also taking this income tax related app from the government of India. So client is India. Okay, and Infosys developing that project, guys. So some are their internal purpose. They are designing those projects we are calling internal projects. Okay. So this Django is also started as an internal project. As a internal project started for this Lawrence Journal World Newspaper Organization company. Got it? So the original authors of Django framework are Adrian and Simon Wilson, guys. Adrian Helvetica and Simon Wilson, two authors, guys. two developers together they designed this Django framework. Okay, they both are called web developers. They both are working as a web developers, and they use to create multiple websites as per the organization requirement. As per the organization requirement. So simply, guys, uh, you can take it. Authors. Who are the authors? Means Adrian, guys. Adrian and and Simon Wilson, guys. Adrian and Simon Wilson. These two are developers, guys. Adrian and Simon Wilson are the authors of Django, guys. Authors of the Django. So when they designed, okay, in 2020, in 2003, guys. In 2003, they started, guys. They started about the Django, guys. They started about the Django development, or else they started development. In 2003, they started development. Okay, and in 2005, guys, they released it to public. In 2005, they released it to public as an open source, as an open source and free, guys. Freely anybody can download and they can use this framework and they can develop their own applications. Okay, from the internet, people can download it, guys. Okay, first some points I'll give you. Django started internal as an internal project. Django started as an internal project in Lawrence, guys. In Lawrence Journal, in Lawrence Journal World newspaper organization, guys. Django started as an internal project in Lawrence Journal World newspaper organization in in 2003, in the year 2003, guys. Clear that? This is one point, guys. So original authors of Django framework are Adrian and Simon Wilson. They both are called web developers. Okay. In this company, guys, in this company, this Adrian and Simon Wilson are working as a web developers. They are designing. Okay. They designed, guys, previously. They designed multiple web applications for this company purpose. Okay. So Adrian and Simon Wilson. Adrian and Simon Wilson are Wilson used to developing used to uh, they are used to write they are used to write the or else first they are used to create multiple websites, guys. They are used to create multiple websites as per the organization requirement, guys. As per the organization requirements. As per the organization requirements. Clear that? Adrian and Simon Wilson both are the web developers. They are used to create the multiple websites as per the organization requirements. Okay. When they are developing the multiple websites, guys, in every website, they are using a lot of lines of code, duplicate code. Okay. For example, if they are designing, assumption they design three applications, application 1, application 2, and application 3. In these three applications, 1,000 lines of code there, guys. Assumption. In three applications, 1,000 lines code there. Out of 1,000 lines code, 500 lines code. Okay, 500 lines of code, repeatedly same code there, guys. Only 500 lines code, only changing different code. So in all the applications, multiple lines of code, same code they are using. Okay, so they identified. Okay, in every project, some lines of code we are using again and again. We are creating again and again, which is like a duplicate code. Because of this duplicate coding, time taking more, and it looks like more complexity. Okay, it looks like more complexity. So readability decreasing. So obviously performance decreasing. Like they understand, guys. They understand. So later, uh, they factor out all the common features, guys. They find out the all the common features which are available in these all existing projects. Okay, and they took outside, guys. These all common 500 lines of code. Okay, where available like that, they find out and they took outside and they maintained in a file, guys. They maintained in one file those all 500 lines of code. So these 500 lines of code later they reused in the application 1, in the application 2, in the application 3 without writing again. Just one time they created in a separate file and they reused for their development, guys, for the coming projects. Okay, so and they tested, guys, compared to the previously which what application they designed, comparing with those previous projects, these new projects are getting more performance benefits, guys, and time saving, cost saving, like lot of benefits they got. So that's why they decided, yes, using this separate file we got lot of benefits, so we will develop this file more and more. We will add more features into this file, like they decided, and they are adding multiple features into this file every time. Okay, so this file name is finally they took like Django, guys. They took like Django. Okay, this common file name is they taken like Django, guys. Actually the file name is django-admin.py. Simply we are calling Django file. Django file. Why Django only they taken? Why not other name? Why not other name? Why not my name? Why not your name? Okay. So there is a reason, guys. Who are the authors? Adrian and Simon Wilson. They both are loving one famous guitarist person, guys. Okay. These two people are music lovers, guys. Adrian and Simon Wilsons are music lovers. They both are loving guitaring, guys. Guitaring. So in 1930s, guys, in 1930s, one famous guitarist person there, one famous guitarist person there. His name is Django Reinhardt. His name is Django Reinhardt. Okay. So based on that person name, our authors took this Django as our framework name. Okay. For example, guys, in entire world, when we are discussing with dance related, guys, so immediately all people are remembering, okay, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson. Same like Django Reinhardt is a famous guitarist person, guys. Django Reinhardt, the person was a famous guitarist person in the 90s, 30s, guys. 1930s. So based on that person name, these two people our framework name as Django. They kept our framework name as Django, guys. Clear this all information? Here 500 lines of common code means you can take it, guys. In every application, registration there. In every application, registration is common. Okay, and after registration, login common. After login, people required to do the logout also, and forget passwords, profile updating related. So these all features in application one, in application two, in application three required. So every time instead of developing these three features related logics, they created one time in this Django file and they are reusing. In which application required user authentications like registration, login, logouts. So there, this file related logics importing, and they are using. How importing in Python only we discussed using import keyword, using from keyword like that. Got it? Okay, guys. So they used to write same code, guys. They used to write same code in all the projects, guys. Okay, they used to write the same code in all the projects, which leads or else which which has taken more time, guys. So I told here the two developers used to create the multiple websites as per the organization requirements. So they used to write the same code in all the projects most of the times. So which has taken more time. It leads to duplicate coding also, guys. It leads to duplicate coding. Okay. So later, later they thought that, guys. Later they thought that to reuse to reuse to reuse the code for later they thought that to reuse the code for new projects, guys. New projects. Here, same code they are developing and which is taking more time, guys. Okay, so they are thinking about this point. They are thinking about this point. So later, whenever we are going to developing a new projects, we need to reuse these all duplicate coding. We need to reuse these all duplicate coding. Like that, they thought, guys. They decided. Okay, so after deciding, they find out all common features, guys. They factor out. Mhm. They factor out all common features. Okay, so they factor out all common features from all existing from all existing websites, guys. They factor out the or else they find out all common features from all existing websites and created a created a created a new framework, guys. Created a new framework. New framework. This new framework name has taken like Django, guys. Taken like a Django. Okay. So they developed. They developed. They developed multiple, guys. Multiple websites. They developed multiple websites by using by using this new framework. So I told here they factor out all common features from all existing websites and they created like a new framework. Okay, they developed multiple websites by using this new framework, guys. By using this new framework. All these the new websites has given more best result, guys. Okay, has given a matured result, guys. Lot of benefits they provided. Okay, all these uh, all these websites, guys. All these websites given given has given more matured results. Matured results. Okay, it means lot of benefits providing, guys. Lot of benefits providing. Clear, guys? All these points. In 2003, in the Lawrence Journal World Newspaper Organization, this Django was started as an internal project. Who started? Adrian and Simon Wilson started. They both are creating the multiple websites as per the organization requirement. When they are writing the code for multiple projects, lot of code is common code they are writing. So that's why they factor out all these common features. We need to take outside and we will reuse for new development like that. They thought that, guys. And after that, they factor out all common features and they created a new framework, guys, using those common features. Okay, like a new file, guys. Using that file, they designed a new websites. They got lot of matured results. They got lot of matured results. Got it? Yes. And why they kept this Django as a framework name is our authors liking a guitarist person name was Django Reinhardt. So that they kept Django as a framework name. Okay, our authors guys, our authors were loving one famous guitarist person guys. One famous guitarist person name as name is name was what is that person name? Django Reinhardt, guys. Django Reinhardt. Okay, guys, this one. So one famous guitarist person there, name was Django Reinhardt, guys. So our authors were loving one famous guitarist person name was Django Reinhardt. So based on this person name, or else they took uh, they took the Django was our framework name. Hear that? So based on this person name, they took the Django was our framework name, guys. Okay. Python name Guido Van Rossum. Why he kept Python as our language name? Guido Van Rossum kept our language name as Python. Why? Means he loves a British comedy movie, Monty Python Circus Flying. Monty Python's Circus Flying, one famous British comedy movie there. So based on that movie name, he took the name as Python for our language, guys. Okay. So here guitarist person name. This point may ask in interviews why these people Adrian and Wilson took the name Django only. Why not other name? Why not your name? Why not my name? Like that asking. So they loving guitarist person named Django had it. So based on his name, they took the name our framework name as Django. Like you can tell, guys. Okay. Next. Next, in 2005, guys, in 2005, developers released Django as an open source framework for public, guys. In 2005, developers developers released in 2005. Developers are okay. In 2005, released released Django as an open source, guys. Django as an open source framework. Okay, for public. Clear that? In 2005, developers released Django as an open source framework for public. Open source means, guys, freely can download and use it. Freely can download and use it. This framework, guys. No need to pay any amount to any company. So in 2003, they started development, Django related development. They started, guys. Okay, in this company, Lawrence Journal company. In 2005, they released to public. Means they kept this framework software into the internet. They kept into the internet, guys. Later onwards, anybody can download it. Okay, so that's why uh, actually for this company purpose they designed, and later they released it in the public. They released it in internet for public purposes. So that's why this company people not agree with that. This company people, management people not agree with that, guys. So that's why these two people, Adrian and Simon Wilson, were resigned for that company, and they started their own company. They started their own company in 2008, guys. Okay, so in 2008, Adrian and Simon Wilson both are started a new organization named as DSF, means Django Software Foundation, to maintain a Django software. In 2008, they started uh, they started a new organization. They started a new organization named as DSF, or else Django Software Foundation. Simply name as DSF. DSF, guys. Django Software Foundation. Okay, to maintain the Django software. Clear? In 2005, they released it to public as an open source, guys. In 2008, they started a new company, new organization named as Django Software Foundation. Why they started? To maintain the Django software. So in this Django, I told already, using all common features, they created like a one file. This file name is becoming like a Django. Okay, they kept this file name like a Django, guys. So in this file today, one feature developing, guys, one functionality developing here. Tomorrow one more functionality developing. Again after some days one more functionality developing. Like multiple functionalities continuously developing and adding into this file, and they are releasing every time new product, guys. Okay, new version they are releasing in internet. For example, if you are considering like every 6 months, in every 6 months one new release giving in internet, guys. So when we are downloading those new releases, so we are getting more benefits. For example, in initial days there is four functionalities only there. Later 8 functionalities adding, and after some days 10 more functionalities adding. Okay, so nowadays hundreds of functionalities there in this Django framework. Like multiple versions continuously releasing, in every version different features adding, guys. Okay, so this DSF is a non-profitable organization. Okay, non-profitable organization means, so it is providing, developing the new features and releasing to public with the open source, guys. That means not taking any amount from the any company. Okay, so MNC companies, guys, like Wipro, IBM, TCS, Google, Microsoft, like several companies there, they are using this Django software and they are developing their own applications or their client applications. Okay, by using Django framework, after they're developing, so they are getting a lot of profits, guys, compared to the other language frameworks. They're getting a lot of profits. They are saving a lot of money. So if they are satisfying, they are donating some amount to this organization. They are donating. So I'm giving this 10 lakhs money to you. So your work continuously can do and can add new more features. Some more features you can add into this Django framework. Like lot of companies are donating, guys, amount. So those amount they are using and hiring the new employees and all together working and developing some features. Okay, it's like a community, guys. It's like a community. Clear all these points? So simply in this entire structure, you need to get points. In 2003, Django was started. Okay, who are the authors means Adrian and Simon Wilson. And when they released it to public means in 2005, they released it to public. In 2008, they started their own company named as Django Software Foundation. Okay, why they kept our framework name as Django means, so based on the guitarist person name, they taken name as Django. Okay, Why they designed this Django? First of all, we have a lot of frameworks. Why they designed this Django means, so to reducing the duplicate code, guys, reducing the duplicate code for reusing the code, guys. So they developed the Django. Okay, these are the points of Django, guys. History related to Django. History of the Django. I hope you are understanding all the points. All theoretical understanding purpose only. I given this all. Next, Django features, guys. Django features. So Django providing what features? Because of those features, so Django is getting demanding. Okay. So a lot of features there, guys. You can take it like one is the Django is a fast framework. Django is a fast framework. How can you say Django is a fast framework? By using Django framework, we can create any kind of websites within less time. Within less time. That means it takes a very less development times, guys. It takes a very less development time. So we can say Django is a fast framework. Okay. Simply, you can understanding many times I told guys, if I want to print a message like hello, so using print method we are printing. Okay. So if you know about the print method behavior, then we can print the message. That's it. Very less lines we are writing, directly we can get the output. That's why we can say like a fast framework. If you are using Java, guys, class name, curly brace, public, static, void, main, string, args, like several words we are using to print the hello message. Okay, so that's why Python is a fast. This Django, guys, Django is a fast framework. We can say it. But it compared to the Java, guys. And today I will share material, guys. In those materials, for every point related, the description also you are getting. I'm not typing all the description points, taking much time. So I'll give you some points today here. So Django is a fast framework. Django is a scalable framework, guys. Django is a scalable framework. Scalable means we can create all levels of applications, guys. All levels means low level application, medium level, high level websites. So it is called as scalable framework. Low level means if we are developing one application, our application using less than 100 people, guys, for example, very less people using our application, that is called a low level application. Medium level application means, for example, you can take it our Ashok IT website. Okay, so every day 3 to 5,000 people visiting our website, so we can call like a medium level website. High level website means Facebook, YouTube, WhatsApp, like these kind of applications we can consider like high level applications. Every day lakhs of people are using these applications. So using Django framework, any kind of applications we can design. So that is called scalable behavior, guys. Got it? And next, versatile, guys. Versatile framework. Django is a versatile framework. Versatile means we can create any kind of domain-based websites, guys. We can create any kind of domain-based websites. So it is called as a versatile framework. Any kind of domain-based means using Django, networking related applications we can design, e-commerce related applications we can design, hospital related applications we can design, banking related applications we can design. Okay, and blogs related applications like a social media related applications we can design. So different kind of applications we can design. So that's why we can call like versatile framework. Are you understanding scalable behavior, versatile behavior? Okay, and more secure, more secured framework, guys. More secured framework. Django is a more secured framework. How can you say Django is a more secured framework? Okay, na? So Django framework is having the default code, guys, which is around 70 to 80% of the code there. Whenever we are downloading the Django, So along with the Django guys, a lot of code we are getting, lot of packages, sub modules we are getting guys in Django. Hundreds of sub modules we are getting. Okay, in depth level we can go it guys, and we can use the particular property. So these all sub packages or modules contains 70 to 80% of the code guys. 70 to 80% of the code we are getting using this Django framework. Okay, so these all 70 to 80% of the code is free compiled. Syntax wise correct is there or not, everything they compiled already, our authors only, free compiled and providing the security logics also. Okay, so that's why we can say like Django framework is more secured. By using this 70 to 80% of the code, we can design remaining 20 or 30% of the code only for our web development. Got it? So along with Django, 70 to 80% of the code coming, this 70 to 80% of the code is free secured, free compiled. So that's why we can say like Django is a more secured. Next, easy to maintain guys. Easy to maintain guys. Django framework is easy to maintain. Okay, why means the Django has a lot of default coding, like 70 to 80% of the code there. We don't bother about default coding. Okay, we need to maintain our user code properly only. This all 70 to 80% of the code is free compile and checking validations related all the things and syntactical problems there are not, like everything checked. Okay, so we are not bothering about those 70 to 80% default coding. We are focusing on remaining 20 to 30% of the coding properly. Okay, so that's why easy to maintain guys. You can say like easy to maintain. And Django is a open source framework and free framework. I told guys open source and free. Okay, so if we want to use Django software, then we don't want we don't require any kind of license guys, simply. Okay, we don't require any kind of license from any company, because it is open source and free. Because it is open source and free. Open source means from the internet guys, from the internet freely can download and can use it. Okay, so that is the point. And also open source frameworks means after downloading guys, select one folder we are getting. In this, what are the sub packages there? Okay, we can see names. In this package, what are sub module there? We can see the names. In this module, what are the functionalities there? We can see the names. In this functionality, what is the code? What are the lines of code they used? So coding also we can see guys. What they designed code. That code also we are able to see. Okay, that is the open source guys. For example, if you are downloading if you are using the Facebook guys, or if you are using the YouTube, so just we are able to use those applications, Facebook or YouTube, but which code they used, what are the logics they used, so we are unable to see that code. Okay, na? So those are the commercial apps guys, YouTube, Facebook, these all things. So we can create the account and we can use it. We can create account and we can use it. Some are free applications there, some are paid applications there. Clear? Okay. And supports guys, it's one of the important feature. Supports all major databases. Django supports all major databases guys. Django supports all major databases. So it means we have Oracle DB, MongoDB, MySQL DB, PostgreSQL DB, SQL Server DB, SQLite 3 DB, like several DBs there. Several databases are there. Using Django framework, if we are developing any application, that application can able to communicate with any database. Okay, So we can use any database support for our application, guys, for storing the data of our application, for manipulating the data of our application, means creating data, updating data, deleting data, like that, guys. If we are using Facebook, Facebook uses registration information, update information, delete account information, or else posting some images in our Facebook, okay, commenting with others, commenting others related posts. These all things maintaining in database, guys. So our application related information maintaining purpose, we can use any one database for our application development. So using Django, any database we can use it. So that is one of the important feature. And here one more special feature is Django. Django by default, guys. Django by default comes with one data, which comes with SQ SQLite 3. Django by default comes with SQLite 3 DB, guys. SQLite 3. This is one of the database. SQLite 3. Okay, SQLite 3 meaning SQLite 3. Okay. So for your application, guys, assumption your application is Facebook. Assumption, guys. Your app is Facebook app, guys. So if you want to be communicate to, if you want to be communicate to MySQL, if you want to be communicate to MySQL, okay, using your Facebook application. So first of all, this software we need to download from internet. We need to download and install, guys. We are doing download and install this software in our machine, and after that, for communicating to this Facebook application to MySQL database, we require to install a third-party module. Already in Python we discussed, guys. Okay, pip install MySQL, like that. So these all things required. But if you want to be communicate with SQLite 3DB, no need to download and install separately. No need of downloading and install. No need of installing the third-party module. Okay, by default, Django comes with SQLite 3DB. Whenever we are creating a Django project and application, and this application we are running first time. We are running. Running means executing, guys. Whenever we are executing our application first time, then immediately this default database downloading and installing, everything done. Everything is done by Django itself. And using this DB, we can store the data and we can perform CRUD operations, creating, updating, reading, deleting, like data manipulations we can perform related to our application. Clear that? I don't want to use this SQLite 3. I want to use MySQL. Then I will download and install it. I want to use Oracle. I will download Oracle and install it. Like we can go it, guys. Okay. So remember that this is one of the best feature by the Django. And one more last one more very important feature is Django ORM tool, guys. Django ORM tool, very important, 100% important, guys. This topic. Okay, without this topic, there is no project in the real time. Okay, Django ORM tool. So if we are using ORM tool, guys, no SQL queries. No SQL queries, guys. SQL queries not required. In Python, guys, pure SQL queries we used. Pure SQL queries we used for selecting the table, for inserting the data, for updating the data, for creating a database. Like all SQL queries we used. But in Django, no need of queries. These SQL queries. We are going to use ORM queries. ORM queries. ORM means object relational mapping. Object relational mapping queries we are using. What is the benefit of this one? Later I will tell, guys. We have a separate chapter for this. We have a separate chapter for this. There we will discuss more and more. So just I'll give you overview about this ORM. Okay, check it, guys. This is my Python. This is my Python app, pure Python app. So here I have a MySQL DB. I have a MySQL DB. So if I want to be communicate from Python to MySQL, here I want to install MySQL module. Okay. In this Python application, guys, in this Python script file, so if you want to be communicate to this DB, SQL queries we are writing guys. SQL SQL queries. SQL queries we are writing. Okay. Okay. Later, after 1 month completing, for example, 1 or 2 months completing, my management people decided don't use this MySQL DB. We want to use Oracle DB. We want to use Oracle DB. Okay. Then Oracle related module we are installing. Oracle related third party module we are installing. And these all SQL queries guys, MySQL related syntax we are using here. MySQL syntaxes we are using. And we can. Why it is stopping? See guys here. So in our Python file, so if you want to be communicate to MySQL DB, so SQL queries we are writing, those queries belongs to MySQL DB. Okay. After some months, if your management is deciding to connect with Oracle, then all these SQL queries we require to change guys with Oracle related format. Okay, database to database, the queries may be changing. Queries, SQL queries may be changing, guys. Okay, so first MySQL related queries we are writing. Later we are removing this all and Oracle related queries we are writing. I don't know about the Oracle. Then first of all, I need to learn about the Oracle and I will write the Oracle queries, guys. Okay, na? So simply assumption here, Oracle queries, Oracle SQL queries, guys. SQL queries using. After some months, guys, my management people giving instructions like use MongoDB, not Oracle like that. Then again about the MongoDB, I want to learn. Okay, I need to learn, guys, and then MongoDB related SQL queries. MongoDB related SQL queries required to write. It means whenever we are changing the database, then every time in this Python application, queries also we require to change. So it is taking a lot of time. So a lot of maintenance cost there, guys. Okay. So cost of the project increasing like several problems there. If we are using, if we are using Django ORM tool, guys, Django ORM tool. Okay. So only one query only we are writing, only one query. So that query common for MySQL, common for MongoDB, common for Oracle, for all DBs. Okay. So just see, guys. So this is a MySQL DB which contains data. Okay. So here bidirectional. Here SQL query there, guys. MySQL query there. MySQL, MySQL query. Assumption, guys. MySQL query there. And here MongoDB, MongoDB query is there. Okay. So using the MongoDB query, we can interacting to MongoDB. Using SQL query, we can interacting to SQL DB, guys. Okay. If we are using pure Python, then for MySQL communication, MySQL query is required. For MongoDB communication, MongoDB query is required, guys. But if you are using Django, then Django ORM query, guys. Django ORM query we are using. This Django ORM query is converting into MySQL query format after executing. So because of MySQL query communicating to MySQL DB, getting data back and giving that result back to our program. If you are communicating to MongoDB, guys, the same program, if you want to be communicating to MongoDB, so no need to change it anything. Just this ORM query converting to MongoDB query format and communicating to MongoDB and getting response back. Clear that? So Django ORM query guys is common for all databases. MySQL, MongoDB, Oracle, PostgreSQL for all databases. Django ORM query is common. So just in our database settings, which DB we want to use, the database name only we are changing. DB name only we are changing. Okay. So already created ORM queries not required to change it. It means maintenance problem not there. Just database name only changing. So because of this, lot of time saving, lot of benefits we are getting. Okay, reducing lot of burden on developers and also management getting lot of profits, guys, because of saving time. Got it? So we will discuss, guys, later about this ORM query. So just assumption, my table name is employee, guys. My table name is employee. Okay. So here employee assumption. My table name is if employee table, if it is there. SQL query, how we are writing? Select star from employee. Like this, we are writing SQL query. Okay. So for this, guys, we can write employee dot objects dot all method we are writing. This is the ORM query, guys. This is the ORM query. Employee dot objects dot all. Employee all objects I want to get. It means all employee records I want to get it. So in our Django, we are writing like this. So we have syntaxes, all the things. At the time of discussing ORM query, I will take care about this all. Okay. So this query will convert like this format. Select star from employee. Select star from employee. Okay. Na? And see, guys, here I will use employee dot objects dot get of id equal to 10. I'm using. Okay. Means this query internally converting like SQL query like this format, guys. Select star from table name is employee where id equal to 10. Okay. So get off id equal 10 is converting like where condition where id equal to 10. Okay. Na? Select star from the employee where id equal to 10. So we are not writing this query, guys. We are writing this ORM query. So if you are using MySQL, then MySQL format converting. If you are using MongoDB, then MongoDB format converting. Okay. So we are not required to focus on the database specific related queries. We are just focusing on Django queries. So it means reducing a lot of burden on developers. This is one of the best feature by Django ORM, guys. Okay. And if we want to use pure SQL queries only, database specific related SQL queries only, if we want to use in our Django development, we can also use, no problem. But if you are using pure SQL queries, in future, if your management is changing to other DB, then again, these all queries you need to remove and the other DB related queries we require to write. So it is wasting time and making a lot of burden on developers. So that's why most of the companies are using ORM queries only. Okay. But both we can use that option available, guys. Okay. ORM tools, ORM queries we can use, SQL queries we can use. Both options are there. Okay. So several methods there, guys. All method, get method, filter method, exclude method, like so many are there. Here only we are changing. This is common. If your table name is book, then book dot objects. If your table name is student, then a student dot objects like we are using. So these all are separate concept. We will discuss later separately about ORM. Okay. Yes, guys. I will stop here. So Django features only some points I given today. Okay. Again, some more points there. 8 points I explained. I want to explain nearly 15 points, guys. So minimum 15 points I will explain. So these are only some tool. This is one of the important feature by Django. Same like this, some more special features there by Django, guys. Some more special features there by Django. These things in the next session I will explain. Once completing those things, okay, and finally advantages also I'll give you. I mean, features are nothing but advantages only. Okay, na? So after that installation directly we will start. Once installation completing, then directly programs wise I will discuss, guys. I don't want to be discussing again and again same points. These are the like an regular sessions only, not like demo sessions. Okay, I hope you all people already joined the Python. So continuously we can discuss, no problem. So tomorrow some other features I will explain, and then later installation related we will discuss. So initially, guys, first 10 to 15 days sessions are very important. In these 10 to 15 days sessions only, you are going to get all rules and regulations, project related rules, steps, procedures, all I will give you. By following those things only, until up to end of the course we are discussing. Okay. Yes. Thank you for this day. We'll meet tomorrow. If you are having any queries, let me know.